Hello students, this is Nitin Mohod, and through this video we are going to see the RS232 standards. Now what is RS232 standards? So it is the standard set by Electronic Industries Association, which is also called as EIA, long back in 1960, and it allows the compatibility among data communication equipments made by or manufactured by different manufacturers. This is today's most widely used serial input-output interface standard or interfacing standard, you can say, and it is used in PCs and numerous types of equipments. Since the standards were set very much prior to the advent of TTL technology or TTL logic family, its input-output voltage levels are not TTL compatible. Means its input-output voltage levels are different than the TTL input-output voltage levels. Now RS232 standards, which is also identified as recommend standard number 232, a standard for serial transmission of data in computer serial ports. It defines electrical characteristics, timings, meaning of signals, physical size, and pinout of connectors, and this TIA232F is the current version of the standard. RS232 serial port was one of the standard feature of a PC. It was used for connections to modems, printers, mic, data storage, UPS, and other peripheral devices, but was hampered by low transmission speed, large voltage swing, and large standard connectors. In modern PCs, USB replaced RS232. Nowadays, we are seeing there are only USBs associated with the PCs. So initially, in place of these USBs, RS232 were there. So now USB replaced RS232 from most of its peripheral interface roles. Many computers are not equipped with RS232 ports and use as an external USB to RS232. RS232 devices are widely used especially in industrial machines, networking, equipments, and scientific instruments. Now we will see the voltage levels associated with RS232. So here in this RS232 standard, 1 is represented by the voltage level range -3 to -25 volts, and 0 is represented by +3 to +25 volts. And therefore, it is very clear from these ranges that -3 to +3 is the range which is undefined. To connect any RS232 to a microcontroller system, voltage converter like MAX232, which is also called as line driver, is required, which converts the TTL logic levels to RS232 voltage levels and vice versa. RS232 cable, commonly called as DB25 connector, and the reason behind is this diagram, because from this diagram it is very clear there are 25 connections provided, and that's why the 13 pins on the upper side and 12 pins on the lower side. So in all it is making the 25 pins. So it is providing the 25 connections through it. So DB25 connector it is called as. DB25 pin is available in two forms, that is DB25P, that is plug connector, and DB25S, that is socket connector. That is male socket and female socket, you can say. Since in PC cables all these pins are not used, IBM introduced DB9 version of serial IO standard. It uses 9 pins only as follows, and this came into existence as a DB9 version. So here there are 5 pins on the upper side and 4 pins on the lower side. Pin number 1, which is data carrier detect pin. Pin number 2, that is received data pin. Pin number 3, that is transmit data pin. Pin number 4, which is a data terminal ready pin. Pin number 5, that is ground pin. Then pin number 6, which is data set ready pin. Pin number 7, request to send pin. Pin number 8, clear to send pin. And pin number 9, which is a ring indicator pin. We are going to see the pin details of this DB9 version. So pin number 1, which we already seen, DCD, that is data carrier detect. It indicates that the data communication equipment is connected to telephone line. It is very similar to the modem getting connected to telephone line. Pin number 2, RX, that is receive data pin. This carries data from data communication equipment, which we already seen, to data terminal equipment. Then here the question is data communication equipment and data terminal equipment. So data communication equipment we are treating here as a modem, and data terminal equipment is a computer we are seeing. Pin number 3, TX, that is transmit data. It carries data from data terminal equipment to data communication equipment. I already told you about this. Pin number 4 is DTR pin, that is data terminal ready pin. Now it indicates presence of DTE to DCE, that is a signal from the DTE, that is data terminal equipment, or computer here in case computer terminal, which is saying hello, I am ready if you are. It is an indication to the data communication equipment, that is modem, that the terminal is ready to start sending and receiving data. If some initialization needs to happen in the communication equipment, this is a way for the terminal equipment to boot or to initialize the receiving equipment. So this is an indicator, you can say. Then pin number 5 is a ground pin, or signal ground, is a common ground reference between the equipments connected to compare the voltages for the other signals. Over short distances, this is generally not a problem. Pin number 6 is a DSR, that is data set ready pin. DCE, that is data communication equipment modem, is ready to receive commands or data. This is what indicated by the DSR pin. Then pin number 7 is RTS, that is request to send pin. Here data terminal equipment, that is computer request, data communication equipment, that is modem, that it is prepared to receive the data. Then pin number 8, that is CTS, that is clear to send pin. It indicates DCE is ready to accept data, that is data communication equipment is ready to accept data, modem. This is the response signal from the DCE regarding if the terminal equipment should be transmitting any data. When this signal is at logic 1, the terminal is permitted to transmit the data. And the last pin of this, that is pin number 9, which is ring indicator pin. So data communication equipment has detected an incoming ring signal on the telephone line. Going back to telephone modem, this signal indicates that the telephone is ringing. Basically, when you normally be hearing a ring on your telephone, this pin would be signaled. So this is what the pin description of RS-232 cable pins. We have seen the DB25 connector, thereafter the improved version of it by IBM, which is DB9, and also we have seen the RS-232 standards and the voltage levels which are associated with RS-232 and TTL logic. So I hope all these concept about RS-232 standards and associated points is clear to you. Thank you.